Happy New Year. Okay, so let's get started. I am so excited about this video. The last video that I put out was about manifesting. Guess what? We're not going to wait until February, March, April, May to start manifesting what we want. So if you have not looked at the video how to start how do I start my business, please take the time, save it, look at it later, but it will help you understand why we are doing what we're doing today. So, there are five very important steps that you need to make sure you take as you are preparing your business plan. Okay. First, I want to say thank you so much. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much. Thank you for um, watching my videos. And I hope that something I say today about building a business plan can not only help you, but help others as well. I will be explaining how to do a business plan based on my own personal experience and what I have learned in working with others. So you'll notice I have a little bit of glitter in my hair. So just pretend I'm your business fairy godmother. All right, let's get started. All right, so the five major parts of your business plan are your executive summary, and we'll break down what goes in that executive summary section, your market analysis, your marketing strategy, your operations plan, and your financial plan. At the very end of these five parts, you are going to include your appendices, which will have your resume and any supporting information or financial analysis documents. All right, so first things first, your executive summary. Your executive summary is going to cover who your business owners are. If you are a sole proprietorship, a limited liability corporation, or a much larger entity. So you will also cover under that first subsection um, what products and services you offer. In the executive summary, you will include your mission statement, your company structure, your target market, current opportunity, why this business um, is going to have an opportunity to succeed in your current market, the invention of a new product, things like that. Also, what you want to include in your executive summary is a projection of your business's future, your 3 year plan, 5 year, 7 year, and an exit strategy. In your executive summary, the last part that you want to include is your financial summary. We will get into the details and the breakdown of each of those subsections in another video. So the second section that you would like, excuse me, that you want to include in your business plan is a market analysis. This is very important because without a market, you don't have a business, right? All right, so you want to include your industry, how it was in the past, how it is in the current time, and what you see in the future in that industry. You want to include, as a part of your market analysis, your competitive analysis. You want to know who your competitors are, how they are doing, and where you stand. Okay. So you don't want to go blindly into a market because, as I addressed in my previous video, market oversaturation is something that smothers startup businesses. When you don't do your research prior to starting your business, do your market research and you will be more successful. So, in that market analysis section, your industry, past, present, and future, your competitive analysis, know who your competitors are, your demographics, okay, your target market, if there's an age group, if it's a niche, if it's about yoga, if your business is targeting yoga practitioners, yoga instructors, make sure you know what your target market is. Part of doing a market analysis is identifying that. And that's a separate video. And don't worry, I got you. Your business fairy godmother got you covered. Okay. So, in that market analysis, you want to also include any entry barriers if it is an international market. Okay. So, you want to be aware of any barriers as far as distance, technology, even rural areas you want to consider everything. And we'll go into that when I create a video in the future on specifically on how to conduct a market analysis. So the third part of your business plan needs to be your marketing strategy. Okay. So once you've done your research and collected your data, you need to know how you are going to market to your potential customers. Okay. So far, we have executive summary, market analysis, and marketing strategy. Under the marketing strategy section of your business plan, you're going to again include more detailed version, explanation of your products and services, your sales strategy, very important, promotion, your pricing strategy. You have to be competitive. You can't go into a market and actually undercharge. I know that sounds crazy, but you can't undercharge because what ends up happening is you'll make people mad at you, which happens in business sometimes, but you will also hurt yourself. You will hurt your bottom line by underpricing your products. So you need to have a solid pricing strategy that helps you not only be competitive, but also meet your bottom line. All right. So in that marketing strategy section, which is section 3, you want to also include a web strategy. Okay. Create an online presence, like I stated in the previous video. If you have not watched my previous video on how to start your business, you want to take a look at that, because I talk a little bit about your online presence and establishing your online presence as you begin to build your business. So, the last part of that marketing strategy section is differentiation. Okay. You want to maintain and be able to identify what makes you different from your competitors. Okay. Very important. The business plan is a critical part of building your business, because remember the elevator pitch I told you about in the previous video? If you haven't seen that previous video, I will put the link in the description box below. Being able to have your elevator pitch and have your your business plan put together. What if somebody buys into your elevator pitch and they're like, ooh, I like your business. Do you have a business plan? Is going to be the next question, particularly when someone is interested in investing in your business. You want to be able to have paperwork to back up your claims on sales, on interest, your demographics, your market, all of those things. Your business plan is going to help you accomplish this. So, the fourth section of your business plan is going to be your operations plan. So, in the previous video, we talked about location, location, location. It's very important. In your business plan, you're going to highlight under your operations plan section your location, your operation, how you're going to handle your logistics, your organization structure, not business structure, two different things. Your organization structure, management, district managers, that kind of thing, salespeople. You're gonna identify your employees. If you have some employees going into the business, it's very possible, just because your business does not have has not secured a physical location does not mean you can't start holding interviews. You can dedicate one day out of the week where you are just having interviews, or you can put out an advertisement on social media, on LinkedIn, on Indeed, advertising potential positions in your business. Okay. People can send in their resumes. You can start vetting people early. So the earlier you start vetting people, the higher the likelihood of it is that you will have quality employees working for you. So under your operations plan, location, operation, organizational structure, employees, space, what do you need for retail? If it's a retail business, how much space do you need for retail? How much do you need for storage? How much do you need for administrative space? You have to think about those things, and you have to include them in your business plan. You also want to know and identify what your capacity is. How many people can you serve? How many businesses can you serve? Right? If you are delivering office products, what is your range? What is your delivery range? Are you going to focus on several counties, or are you going to focus on a specific part of town? So you want to know what your capacity is. Also, you want to identify in your operations plan section critical suppliers of office products, of wholesale items, anything that you need that is tangible and that is usable and that you're going to go through quickly, whether it be something in the office or going out of the office or out of your business, like retail products. So identify suppliers in that business plan, okay? Financial system. Remember the point of sale I brought up in starting your business? If you haven't seen it, I highly encourage you to click on that video and just take the time and listen to it and let me know if you have any questions about how these two things are linked. Okay, so financial systems, you want to identify what kind of computer system you're going to use. Are you going to use Mac? Are you going to use something else? Okay, you got to know all this. All right, you identify it in your business plan in the operations plan section. You will also want to list your equipment, the equipment you have, and the equipment you need. Okay, any permits or licenses that you already have, and you want to list any permits or licenses that you have yet to attain that you will need in order to successfully run your business. You also want to list in your operations plan any insurance that you will need to get. You want to be licensed and bonded, particularly if you're in a service area or have the potential for high volume. You want to be licensed and bonded. That's a separate video. All right. You also want to have your contracts included in your business plan. So if you have not seen the starting your business video, like I said, I'll put the link in the description box, and it explains how you will put together your contracts and resources on getting that done. So in this operations plan section, you want to make sure you have your contracts listed. You want any patents and copyrights. We addressed that in the first video. Um, you want those patents and copyrights, the letters that you get from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. You want to put copies of those in your business plan. So that way, any potential partners or investors they have a clear picture of not only what you are able to do, but also they have a better understanding on your aim, your focus, how thorough you have been in doing your due diligence in building your own business. Are you gonna invest in somebody's business who hasn't done their homework? If you are, we're gonna have some more videos about that. But typically no, right? So keep that in mind as you are building your business plan. You want to create it as a book, a Bible for your business. Okay. You also want to include a credit policy. So if you have lines of credit that are going to be available to your customers, you want to have that highlighted, the terms, the percentage rates, fees, all of that. Like even like requirements to be approved for credit line. So you want to include all of that. In the fifth and final part of your business plan, you want to include a financial plan. That includes product and service pricing on both sides, on the retail side and on the administrative side. You also want to identify funding sources. Are you going to have investors? Did you save up? Did you get a business loan? All of those things. You want to identify that. And also you want to include in the financial plan a cash flow projection. You want to run the algorithm. There's software that can help you with this. And you want to identify what your potential cash flow is. If it is a hustle that is turning into a business, then you have a baseline to go off of. Okay. If you are going into this market cold and you don't really have a baseline, look into the data for your market. Okay. So if you are selling workout gear, look for not only businesses that sell workout gear in your area, but find out what their annual sales has been. And that will give you an idea of what you want your target sales to be. All right. So the last part of your business plan that you do not want to forget, it's not an official part, but it's very important that you include it so that your credibility is established. So you want to have your cash flow statements. So if you say that you have been able to make 2.5 million in revenue, in profits over the last 2 years consecutively, you need financial documents to back that up, particularly if you're going to try to get any type of additional business loans to expand your brand. A lot of times, businesses will get additional loans or get their first loan even once they hit a point where they have to expand. Remember when we talked about exponential growth? It happens all the time, particularly if you have a viable business. So in the case that you experience exponential growth and you have to get an emergency loan, you want to have your business plan together and have those cash flow statements so that the bank knows how much your business is generating and whether or not that loan that you are requesting is going to be a good option for you. And the competitive analysis is another thing you want to include in the appendix. And guess what? The last thing, your resume. Show off your skills, your background, your education that you have invested in. Because yes, we invest time in getting education, right? So you want to display that in your resume, on in your business plan. Okay, it's why would you forget about yourself? You need to show potential investors how credible you are. So anything that can help you, list it on there. Any volunteering you've done, all of those things. So I hope this helps. If this has helped you in any way, if I've shared any information that can help you, that has opened your eyes on anything business wise as far as creating your business plan, please click like, subscribe, share this with somebody who you think benefit from the information. And thank you so much for tuning in. And I have more coming. Talk to you soon. Happy New Year.